Well, since Daytona 24, it's been an interesting time. It's been very busy in some ways, and we've had to be very patient in other ways with the pandemic. After Daytona, we had a scheduled test at Sebring, which we were able to do. So we were excited and ready to move into Sebring. And the trucks were actually on the way to Sebring when we found out that the event had actually been postponed to the fall. So we came back and use it as some time to really spool up and make sure that all of our details are all done as much as we can and really just look at all the finer things and go through things with a fine-tooth comb. That kind of got curtailed because we ended up having to be shut down for a while due to the pandemic. So that's been challenging. There's a lot of stuff that we kind of started and would really like to get done. And although it seems like we've had a lot of time, we've actually had very limited time on the car because we've had to be away.
The pandemic has forced us to change a lot of how we work. There was a quick shift for us to go iRacing with all our AVS drivers, so that created a new challenge for us as an engineering group. We had to quickly reverse engineer the models in iRacing in order to maximize the performance, since it's much different than the on-track cars, our real cars.
During the break, we obviously had the whole IMSA Pro Series event on iRacing, and that was really helpful, just getting to be more on the same page with our engineers. They were on the radio with us the entire time, so just hearing their voice, it was just good to get in that mood. Them making car changes and whatnot, even though it was on a computer, it still is going to translate. The communication, at least, will translate to racing.
Everybody's been quite understanding and patient. I think that it's a transition time for a lot of us. We've implemented mask wearing in the shop and a lot of safety procedures, in part for health and safety and in part to just in the same way that we train and practice for a pit stop, we train and practice for other scenarios. We want to train and practice in the shop and implement things that we're going to have to do at the track. Again, it just comes back to being prepared, doing as much as we can on our downtime, as much as we can away from the track. So when we're at the track, especially with a condensed schedule, we are eliminating anything that we can eliminate in terms of distractions or other issues.
The new schedule means for me that not going on any extra trips, no extracurricular activity. We're busy almost every other week, it feels like, all the way through November even. So it's going to be pretty heavy hitting here in the last few months of summer and into fall. I'm ready to hit the ground rolling. We've been off so long that it's going to feel good to feel busy.
The most difficult part will actually be coming back at the beginning after such a long break. I'm not too concerned about events close together because I think you really start to get in the roll of things. You just get in that mode, and I'm not that concerned about back-to-back events or the close proximity or once we get going. I think that'll all come quite naturally, and I think all the guys are pros on the team. We have a really, really good group. So that being said, we're putting a lot of energy and focus on making sure that when we do come back, we come back at full pace.